Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Breakout Bag Lunch. Today is December 29th, 2025, and we're looking at a little loss today for our trading of a little over $200. And we're also looking at a choppy market, which, as I've mentioned in previous videos, is pretty much to be expected during this holiday season. I took a couple trades. I only took some trades on ES. So I'm going to go over those and then I'm going to do my retrospective. All right, we're going to start with the first trade here. Uh, when the market opened, we had strong bullish momentum and we had this huge breakout of the 5-minute opening range. But price went back down. I drew a Fibonacci retracement from the low, the 5-minute opening range, to the high of this move. I guess it's not exact, but the same idea applies. And so I got into a long entry here. I'm along on ES. I did get stopped out here. And then I tried the same trade, but on the bearish side, and that one actually worked out as expected. I'll just remove this because basically what we had was, if we draw the Fibonacci this time from the low to the high of the session, which is different now, we had a retracement to this 50% area. So I got into short entry here, and I accidentally hit sell instead of buy for the limit order, which is why you see a -1 here. I didn't mean to enter here, I meant to exit here. But I did hold these two longs. We got some choppy price action, and then I covered my shorts here, and then I covered the other short here because there's just not much movement, and I decided to take profit. Alright, so based on the results of today's session, I just wanted to go over a couple of patterns that I'm noticing and things I can improve so that I can apply them to the trading day tomorrow and moving forward. And one is something that I keep messing up and something I need to improve on, and that is entries. Just looking at, if we just remove this retracement, and if we use the retracement from the market open to this high here, really just based on this Fibonacci retracement, my entries should have been at 57.55 at most. Ideally around here, around 69.55, but as you can see, my entry was at 69.60.25, which is a bit too high, and that also kind of messes up the risk to reward for like the overall expected value. And so yeah, what I need to work on is actually getting better entries, and to do that I am going to start using limit orders. I did use a market order to get in, so that's probably why it's not at the best price. That's definitely something I'm going to enforce. In this case, we had an exit at for 6948. This wasn't a bad exit. Now, something I did actually apply based on my retrospective is just widening my stop losses, which I think was actually useful because, I mean, if this were me trading this kind of price action just a couple of months ago, I would have just been buying and selling and buying and selling, long short, and I would have lost a good amount of money. But I learned from those mistakes in the past, and I really do think it's better just to take a few trades with wider stop losses rather than try to take 30 and 40 trades in one day. I mean, some people can make that work, but it's just not easy to do. Anyway, just looking at the other entries. Here we have, I'm going to remove this fib now. I'm going to redraw the fib I had. Yeah, this way, from here to here, right. So, yeah, we're looking at the fib retracement. My entry for the short was 6953.75, and again, based on the Fibonacci retracement, my entry should have been, it's a little bit hard to see, but it should have been really at 6955.95 at least, or ideally at 6958.64. And I think my exits were okay. I did get a little impatient. I should have waited until price just hit the session low for more profit. Just in terms of profitability, yeah, entries makes a big deal because this difference between a 6960 and a 6948 is about 12-ish points, and the difference between the 69 is at 53.75. And if we just pretend this was me covering a short at 6945, well, that's only an 8-point difference. So basically, without the right entries and exits, even with me applying this strategy, it is really like a negative risk to reward strategy rather than 1-to-1 or even greater. So that's really important. And since this is a holiday shortened week, I should adjust the trading strategy. I think this was a regular trading week without any holidays and with regular volume, I probably would have targeted down here for a short entry and down here for shorts and up here for longs. But I think it's fun to just have smaller profit targets during this type of during this type of market condition. And something else I wanted to mention. So we had opening range breakout that failed here. I guess that was a success here. And then at this point it's 11:55 a.m. so I'm not expecting a lot of movement. And I did want to mention this possible trade on gold that I could have taken. Remove this. So here, in the pre-market, gold has just been sliding down. I'm not sure what the catalyst is, but there's been a very strong downward movement since, I suppose, when the futures market opened last night. But there was another short trade I could have taken here with this opening range break. I could have gotten in shorts here with a stop loss like around here, and then with take profit targeting the low day session low just based on the New York session, and that would have been a good trade. But I just wasn't looking at gold. It's a trade I missed. And then I didn't trade at NQ today because I did not see a setup I wanted to take. But if I were to apply strategy as expected to ES and GC, then I would have had 2 winning trades and 1 losing trade. Not bad, especially when there's just not a lot of movement in the market. Anyway, I think that's all I have to mention for today. If you have any comments, suggestions, thoughts, please let me know. I'd love to hear. Otherwise, have a great trading day and great day otherwise, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.